Only have a couple minutes to work out? No worries, I got you. Today is the Hot Girl Express Lift full body workout. Y'all are gonna need a booty band. It is optional, but to get a little bit more of resistance, a few sets of dumbbells would be great. Of course, if you only have one set, totally fine. But if you have a medium to heavy set and a lighter set, that would be ideal. Again, everything is in the description down below. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. And as a friendly reminder, make sure to warm up at least 3 to 5 minutes before this workout. We're gonna go ahead and start with the booty band right above your knees so that we have a beautiful effect for our glute complex and our adductor complex. Again, if you don't have a band, no worries at all. We're gonna get right into just your medium to heavy dumbbell. We're gonna have feet hip distance apart, squeezing through the back line of your back, your shoulder blades, and your core, shifting your hips back. Inhale on the way to the bottom, hold your breath for a second, and exhaling 1/4 on the way up for our booty banded RDLs. Nice workout, starting off nice and strong. Eye gaze is 2 foot distance away from your toes, and we're coming into this beautiful booty banded RDL. Nice, looking good. Even without the band, you should still feel your back posterior chain fired up. Again, taking it nice, slow and controlled movements. And reminder, the main key here is that the breath, right? 1/4 on the way up is an exhalation, and then inhaling on the way down. Why we do that is so that we're bracing into the core, we're protecting that low back, right? We want to be injury free, although we're doing this express lift. What I really hope is that y'all are injury free. Nice, looking good. We have last 2 reps right here. And reminder to squeeze the band outwards. You really get not only your glutes fired up, but also your adductor complex. Just so necessary for you to build strong glutes and strong legs. Nice workout, and let's go ahead and slowly now come into our standing work for your upper body. Let's go ahead and take the dumbbells to the side, the heavy one, and we're gonna bring your lighter set. If you don't have a light set, we're gonna do it body weight, but we're gonna go ahead and lift the arms up, slight bend into the elbows here, hold for a second, and then bring it forward. Bring the dumbbell heads into center. Exhaling, open, bring it down, and inhale to close. Nice, looking good, y'all. Making sure that your shoulders, right, don't come up like this, right? And again, if you're body weight here and you don't have the light set, we're right here. Now to make this more challenging, you do have the option, if you are doing this body weight, to come down into Superman. So even if you don't have any weights, you can still make this a little bit more challenging. You can bring your elbows into a V position or a W, whatever you want to call this, and bring it open. Exhale, drawing those shoulder blades together, and inhale to reach forward. So wherever you are, keep going, y'all. Keep breathing through it. Nice, looking good. And if you are doing the standing version, making sure your core is drawn in towards your low back again. As much as we are doing a upper body workout right now, we're also stabilizing in the hips and our core muscles. Nice, to keep that spine nice and tall and erect. Beautiful work, everyone. Keep breathing through it. Last 3 reps. You got it. And if you have the band on, squeeze that band out to the side. We only have a few minutes, so we are doing a little bit of both combinations of not only our arms, our upper body, but also our lower half at the same time. Nice. Roll out those shoulders for a second, and we're gonna bring the weights up into a press. Now for this one, you can grab your medium or heavy weights if you like to make it more challenging. But if you want to stay right here with the light weights, you can. We're just coming into traditional shoulder presses, 90-degree flexion for the arms and the elbows, making sure, right, those elbows don't come down past neutral or the 90, because we're also working into our lat muscles here. The moment you drop it down, not only are you not going to feel your lats, but you're not going to feel that nice range of motion and strengthening for our shoulders and our rotator cuff as well. Nice. Looking good, y'all. And if you have the band, we're still squeezing the band outwards. Your feet are in hip distance apart. Your navel is still drawing in towards the back to protect your spine. Nice. Looking good, y'all. Keep going. Last 3. You got it. Looking great. We have last one coming up right here. One more rep. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and slowly come down onto the floor. We're gonna go ahead and grab, for sure, our heavy set now. And we're gonna go ahead, keep that band on still, coming back into a combination. We're gonna do chest presses. We're gonna breathe, pressing up into chest press, but simultaneously, we're gonna bring your hips up and open to abduction. Inhale down, everything comes down, and then exhale to press and open, close for abductions. Nice, looking good, y'all. Keep breathing through it. We only have a couple more movements left to go today, so really focusing on doing every single rep your best one, since this is a no repeat workout. Nice work, everyone. We just have a couple more reps left. Nice deep inhale as we reach towards the bottom, and exhaling to press up and open. Nice. Let's do last 2 reps right here. You got it. I know you can do it. Nice work, everyone. Looking great. This is the last one. Hold at the top here. You already know the drill. We're gonna keep the dumbbell heads together now. Make sure pretend it's like one big heavy dumbbell. From here, do not move the arms. Slight bend into the elbows here to protect your joints. And all we're gonna do is a glute bridge. Inhale, hover the glute off the floor. And exhaling to lift up. And extra credit, you can add the abduction if you like. It's optional, you don't have to. But just coming into the glute bridge. Exhale, lift, optional abduction. Inhale to hover. Even without the band, the abduction work, you can still do it by opening your knees slightly out and in. It might not feel as juicy as if you have a band on, but you can still do the same movement. But a reminder to not open through the hips too wide, right? So you're protecting your hip capsules and your joints. Just a little pulse, if you will, out and in. You can also do a little pulse instead of an abduction work if you don't have the band. So you can make it a little bit juicy even without the band. Nice work, everyone. Lots of options for all levels. Beautiful work. Let's do last 2 reps of these glute bridges. Nice, you got it. Last one, let's hold at the top. Reminder to keep squeezing your glutes internally. Imagine you're holding $1 million bills between your butt cheeks. Do not let it go. And your navel is drawing in toward your spine. Relax those shoulders. I know the dumbbells are getting heavy. We have 3, 2, 1. Bring everything down nice and slow and controlled. Remove the dumbbells. And again, if you have the band on and if it moved a little bit, readjust right above the knees or right above the, yes, right above the knees. And we're gonna come into our plank. Now, for my friends who wanna come into a high plank, you can, or you can come into a low plank, right? Many different options for everyone, but we're coming into our plank. So for today's plank, we're gonna make sure your toes and your inner thighs are together here. We're gonna lift one leg up, hold for a second, bring it down, alternate the sides. Exhaling, lift, inhale back down. Maintaining a strong abdominal hold with the plank. Again, you can come onto your plank, full plank if you want, but I'm going to come into my low plank to rest my wrists. We did a lot of work for our arms today, so really resting in this position. Well, it's not resting, but my form of resting is in a plank without the wrists involved. Nice, looking good, everyone. Keep breathing through it, making sure that your hips don't dramatically shift side to side as you lift your hips, or your legs up. If you do find yourself shifting your hips side to side, just come down for a second on your knees. Reset the spine, reset everything, and then come back right into it. If you need to take some breaks, feel free to do it. It's okay. The main thing here is to do it in the correct form. Nice work. Let's do last one on each side. Right here, one more on each side. Beautiful. Nice. Let's hold right here, plank. If you need to come down on your knees, Come down on your knees, bring your body weight forward. Coming into a beautiful low plank, or coming into your full plank. Knees and toes together for this one. We just have last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, and let's go ahead and recover. Last but not least, we have one last move to involve all of our body. You have the option to keep your band on, but I'm gonna remove my band. All right, grabbing your medium to heavy dumbbells. Once again, feet hip distance apart. We're coming back into the starting position like we did a regular RDL. From here, at the bottom position, we're gonna go ahead and come into a narrow row, bent over row. Bring your elbows in close to you. Exhale here. Inhale down, come back into your top position of the RDL. Now we're gonna bring the dumbbells into front rack position, bringing yourself into squat all the way down. Inhale on the way to the bottom. Exhale 1/4 on the way to the top. And at the top position, we're gonna come into a narrow press. So keeping your elbows close together. You can almost do like a push press, involve your knees if you need to. Exhale here, inhale back down. And then at the bottom, you'll notice we have a little bit of a hammer curl. I was about to say hamstring curl. Hammer curl at the bottom. All right, and then we just reset it back to hip hinge for bottom half of the RDL. We're coming into narrow bent over row. And at the top, we're coming into front rack, squat, 2, narrow press, and hammy curl. Nice, this is it, y'all. We are almost done. This is our last and final move of today's workout. We are at the finish line right here. Making sure every single rep is your best rep today. Is your hips nice and shifted back in the bent over RDL? Are your elbows coming in close to your midline as we do that narrow row? Is your wrist nice and strong? Make sure it doesn't allow your dumbbells don't fall forward as we're coming into our squat, and making sure that your dumbbells also don't lean past your shoulders as we press up, right? Keep going right here. The main thing here is that we're finishing nice and strong. Don't give up on me. Wherever you are, whether you're with the weights or without the weights, we're finishing nice and strong. This is our last rep right here. You can do it. Last full rep. Last one right here. RDL, bent over row. Coming back into our squat. 2, narrow press and mini hammer curl descending. All right, that is it for today's workout. I am so proud of y'all. And if y'all like these types of workouts, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and reminder to crush the rest of your day. Bye, y'all.